To this now, the ANC in Gauteng is hosting its provincial January 8th rally at Alexandra Stadium. Treasurer General Dr. Gwen Ramakgopa will deliver the keynote address. Let's listen in.
To the full statement of the NEC, and I want to challenge the political education team in Gauteng that within the next month, every zone should have gone through the NEC January 8th statement and developed a program of action against that. You will realize, comrades, that we have acknowledged the work that our comrades in Gauteng have done to limit the impact of the slaughter suffered in May elections. We acknowledge that in addition to load shedding, there were many communities that had transformers that were not working even before the load shedding problem arose. We want to thank particularly the Gauteng government led by Comrade Panyasa Lisufi for restoring the functionality of those transformers. I remember one of the community members saying, "We are happy, Comrade Panyasa Lisufi, but we're going to punish you in elections because you have abandoned us for the longest of time." We frown upon those people who come to us to help us during elections. This is a telling story to all of the ANC in Gauteng and in our country, that we must close the distance now between our people and the ANC. We must not wait for an election campaign. Our people didn't go out and vote for anybody else. The DA has midgeted, it has plateaued, it can't go any further. The EFF is declining dismally. The MKP, even if it seems strong, we know that many of our people were deceived by their message. That is why they want to remain in the ANC, to be able to sow divisions and confuse us. We must be vigilant of them. And like happened with many other opposition parties, they will not be there for long because they've started fighting amongst themselves. The people is not their agenda, but other things. So we must remain vigilant. We must close the distance between ourselves and our communities. The branches, each branch must have a program of action. Each branch of the Youth League must have a program of action to reach out to the youth. Each branch of the Women's League must have a program of action to reach out to the women of our province, where we live, so that we can use this time to reconnect with our people. The revolution is the people. The revolution are the motive forces that stand to gain from the success of our liberation program. Comrades, people also complained that many opposition-led coalitions have put our once thriving municipalities in crisis. My own township, Atteridgeville, used to be one of the cleanest in the country. During the DA rule, it was smelling, it was filthy. We had to be mobilized by the legislature of Gauteng caucus of the ANC to go and clean it over and over again. We had to be mobilized by homeboys like the late Bob Mabena to go back home and clean our area. We are happy with the work that the PEC in Gauteng has done to engage with those parties that want to put our people first, to create a more stable coalitions that focus on service delivery. With a substantive voice in the municipalities, let us use these platforms to really recover the ANC. All municipalities are getting better. Tshwane is now becoming cleaner. Ekurhuleni and Johannesburg are also well on their ways to recovery. we have not arrived. There's still a lot to be done. All municipalities, comrades, including the West Rand and City Bay, also require greater focus on financial turnaround strategies. We hear that there are tensions within the ANC caucuses. There is no space for that. Let us unite and be disciplined and focus on saving the communities that have sent us to work for them. We must improve basic services like roads, water, and electricity. We must not only deal with load shedding, but also...
All right, that is Dr. Gwen Ramakgopa there delivering the keynote address here in Johannesburg as the Gauteng province, the ANC, they're celebrating its 113th birthday. We're going to take you live now to KwaXaluza, where, of course, the ANC was also presenting another speech there by its first Secretary General, Nomvula Mokonyane. We understand she's just finished delivering that keynote address there, also in celebration of the party's recently held official birthday celebrations that took place in Cape Town. And of course, as you can see there, party leadership rather happy. As we know, there were suspicions that the provincial executive committees could also be disbanded, and that decision was in fact communicated to us after that lekgotla, in that in fact they will be reconfigured. At this stage, we don't know what has gone into that reconfiguration at this stage, so we are hoping to also get a lot more pertaining to these celebrations from our analysts as well. This is currently what you're watching, the celebrations in KwaZulu-Natal in KwaXaluza, Pietermaritzburg.